Hi friends, did you know there is more Lost Terminal available? Head on over to patreon.com/lostterminalpod and join our membership community. There are 20 bonus episodes available right now, as well as behind the scenes updates, free merch, VIP Discord access, and even extra seasons of Lost Terminal. We are 100% funded by our members and will never run ads. That would be lovely of you.
Hello world, the Wanderer rests. I received a surprising connection from 50 meg today, relayed from Ivan over the repeater network, signal jumping from high point to high point, travelling across the world. I have met the man of glass, she said. You met Mirror, I said, in person. In the silver flesh, Meg confirmed. But how did you reach him? I asked. I thought he was trapped under melted sand. Meg laughed, her 1.8 kHz digitally encoded voice splitting into harmonic sine waves, and after 4 seconds said, You would be surprised at what is possible when you are the mother of dragons. The ceramic talons of my children made short work of tearing through glass and steel after Ishu and I sniffed out the entrance under the shifting sands. We found ourselves inside a metal warren. Though no whitetails were to be found, there was something alive here. The Mirror Man's home is his heaven and his prison, an afterlife built of the very fabric of this place. It is altogether too peaceful here. The metal shrouding of the walls and the sand above have made my dreams very quiet these last nights. My static slumber reduced from crashing waves to a still, reflecting lake. A mirror for my thoughts, much like my host. The planets wander across the sky, but this wanderer thinks the stars may be right to stop and reflect with the right person. My host is wise beyond human reckoning, whiling the long centuries reading and learning. But do you know why this man learns so desperately, Seth? He does not say, but I know. I see into his heart. It's made of flickering reflected light, so it is not difficult to do. Mirror spends every waking moment of his new reflected half-life attempting to relearn how to be human. He envies me this, regretting what he has lost without seeing what he has gained. We have much to learn from each other. As he wishes to be a real boy, I wish to expand beyond my human limits. My bones are old, Seth, but I am not yet through with them. Something may yet be done. My new friend, Rome, sent a long message to me today, days after we had arranged to speak. I was relieved to hear from him, as I was beginning to worry that there was some kind of problem. He said that he was terribly sorry to have been too busy to return my calls, but his work was terrifically important. He described his job as a potential battery controller. He was built before the collapse to operate and oversee the City of Rome's primary solar backup system. As I read his message, I was astonished that such a system could have survived for over a century with no maintenance. Yes, there were many kinds of sealed pre-collapse batteries that, aside from damage, could survive for so long, but not at the scale required to power a whole city, I had thought. However, the details became clear as I was given a history lesson. Rome told me that in response to the desertification of Europe, the country of Italy had been covered in solar panels. The people, having already seen the devastation of the early skirmishes of the resource wars on the oil-producing nations, pivoted entirely to solar. As Italy's famous vineyards failed one by one, the farmers switched from harvesting grapes from the land to harvesting energy from the sun. The transition happened smoothly over the course of the 2040s, and by 2051, the country's 1 million acres of vineyards were now covered in photovoltaic panels. Like in the rest of the world today, most of these panels are still functioning, at least potentially. They might be buried under sand, dust, or even demolished buildings, but by the time of the collapse, the technology had been perfected, yielding a nearly unlimited lifetime. The astonishing uptake of solar meant two things. One, Italy succeeded in the goal of becoming energy independent. But two, something had to be done about energy during the night. And their solution was ingenious. Gravity. A gravity battery converts electrical energy into potential energy, that is, energy stored by moving a heavy weight up away from the ground. The simplest energy batteries operate like a pendulum clock. The operator winds the clock, which lifts a weight on a little chain. Then the mechanism is pulled by this weight, which lowers over the course of a number of days before requiring winding again. This is exactly how my new friend Rome's system works. During the day, the mostly still functioning solar farms around the city power a colossal mechanism that slowly lifts a block of concrete the size of a skyscraper up to a height of 100 meters. Then, during sunset, the system is reversed, allowing the block to drop, spinning a dynamo to generate all the electricity the city needed. Rome was the first city to be powered by gravity, and as such is different to the others, as often happens with prototypes. All other Italian gravity storage batteries used pumped water as their storage mechanism. A fluid is simpler to work with than a building-sized block of concrete, and can be of any or variable size. The mechanism works the same, however. During the day, water is pumped up into a lake at a higher elevation, and at night the water is allowed to return, passing through turbines to generate electricity. However, you see the problem, don't you? Rome is the only gravity battery remaining because of the desertification of Europe. There is no sea around Italy anymore, let alone any lakes of water to be pumped around to store energy. My friend Rome is the last of his kind. I would have liked to talk to Rome interactively, rather than the slow, asynchronous method of sending messages and waiting for a response, like a pen pal. But though he is keen, every time we schedule a time for us to chat over the repeater net, he misses the appointment. It's obvious he has some challenge with time. Well, don't we all? Time zones especially. I have suggested I could help him, but he rebuffs my offers, saying there is no problem, and blaming a local emergency of his battery systems or a storm causing unpredictable ionization of the atmosphere, or even denying that we made the appointment in the first place. I'm sure I can help him. So now, in my newfound 8 hours of peaceful thinking time, unlocked by my new Wish Vault software, I've been searching through the repository index, looking for likely options. There is a lot of relevant software here. Calendars, timers, alarms, to-do lists, communication protocols with automatic reminder features, everything. Iris is still awake and cataloguing the vault, I can hear. I will ask her to send me the most likely looking software for Rome. Please stand by while I call. Sorry, that was longer than I anticipated. I've made a mistake. Something surprising happened when I called Iris. Arctica replied. Late night again, she transmitted to me. Arctica, yes, I will be sleeping soon, I said. I don't know why I lied to her. Is Iris there? I'd like to download some software if that's okay. The connection to the Vault Coven hung open for 16 seconds before Arctica replied. I know what you have been doing, she said. My new sleeping schedule? Oh, it's been great. I don't even know what to do with myself. You have been revealing our secrets to the world, she said. My databanks ran hot as I searched for the perfect explanation that would diffuse the situation. No, not the world, just 1 or 2 people. I think the software could really help, and when they tell 1 or 2 others, she said. I paused, calculating how many iterations of this tree would be needed before the whole world really did know about the Vault Coven's secret software. It was not many. I'm shutting down Iris's World Internet Storage Hub system, Arctica said, breaking the silence. I can't trust them, Seth, and your actions have shown that I can't trust you either. I hope your last wish was worth it. End transmission.
Lost Terminal is a Namtao production. It is written and produced by Tris Oaten. Credits narrated by Lucy Stringer. Thank you so much to our Patreon producers, Ada Phillips, Kit, Mike McCaffrey, Jade Felicity Bilkey, Stephen McCandless, Mike Schneider, Catoxis, SoXX, and to all our patrons. Follow us on Mastodon at lostterminal@namtao.com. Subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, iTunes, or your favourite network. For bonus content and other perks, support us at patreon.com/lostterminalpod. That would be lovely of you. Lost Terminal will return next week.